Hello everybody, my name is Owen Clayton. I teach at the University of Leeds where I'm also completing my PhD. Over the last 4 years I've taught at the universities of Leeds, Lincoln and Oxford, and I've also taught A-level and AS level as well. So I've seen the educational system at different levels simultaneously, and that has given me some insight into some of the problems that students have when they're making that difficult transition between A-level and degree level, and that's led me to create some of these lectures. Now the lecture today is how to write good essays at degree level, and this is going to primarily think about writing style. Okay, it's going to address the question of how to write well in an academic context, and for a companion piece you can look at my other podcasted lecture, which is how to create effective arguments, and in many ways these two things are two sides of the same coin really. So that lecture is talking much more about content and this one is much more talking about form. So in this lecture we're going to be thinking about not really the what of writing, not really the content, but more the how of writing. Okay, and in a half an hour lecture I can't really cover everything in enough depth, it's just not possible. So what's going to happen is I'm going to run through various examples, various problems that students run into, quite common problems that students run into during their first year, and if you find that you have a gap in your knowledge at any point, or if you think, oh yes, actually I'm quite weak in that area, or if there's something I mentioned that you're not fully happy with, then it's your responsibility when you get to university to actually try to solve these problems yourself. And there's various ways that you can do that. Most universities have skills service. Most universities have tutors which have office hours, and that's particularly the case when you get your essays back. It's particularly useful to go and see your tutor in an office hour when you're getting feedback on an essay, because you can get one-to-one feedback and your tutor can tell you exactly what is are the main issues with your writing in terms of areas of weakness or areas that require improvement. And that's the kind of one-to-one tuition that you can't even get in a seminar. And it has to be said that office hours are quite often underused by students, so I very much would recommend you use those. But also if there are any things that I say today and you want to know more about those things, you can of course use Google, but if you want to be slightly more academic about it, you can, when you get to university, go to your university library and get out one of the many books that exist on writing undergraduate essays. Okay, all university libraries have lots of books on writing undergraduate essays, and that is something that you could do when you first arrive at university. In your first term you could get 2 or 3 books on writing undergraduate essays, and that will give you a bit of a head start and hopefully would mean that you would actually avoid a lot of the problems that first year students get into when they first come to university.